Guys, where are we? We're not in yours. No, Baba. Oh my God. Take 2. All right, Salzburg, Australia.
No, Austria.
Take 3. Salzburg, Austria. Oh my God, we are here, and what a trip it has been. All right, we're about to break it down to you. This is actually, for me, it's a bucket list moment.
Yeah.
All my life, I remember as a kid watching Sound of Music with my mom and just being in love with the movie, with the characters, with the songs, the message, but also.
Fräulein Maria, that's right.
Yeah, I was in love with Fräulein Maria as a kid.
Are you going to marry her?
No, she's a nun and she's taken. So anyways, but I was in love with this movie since I was a child, and to finally be here, honestly, it's something where I have to really pinch myself, and I want to say thank you to my wife for agreeing to come here, because if it wasn't her, I would not be here. And it's, huh?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for her, I'm sorry, if it wasn't for her, this is what my wife does. She corrects me every single chance she gets.
I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is.
So,
Your fault.
Salzburg, Austria, we're here. We had to do a bike tour. Had to. It was one of the top things that I wanted to do.
Yeah. And guess what it's called? Fräulein Maria's bike tour. So of course it's related to The Sound of Music, as he's obsessed. And also, actually, I have to say, like, I grew up with this movie as well. So it's definitely one of those favorite movies for me as well.
And not only us, but we found out that 80% of the tourism here in Salzburg is because of The Sound of Music. That is nuts. There's also some dude that made some music that's from here. What's his name?
Oh, Mozart?
Mozart, yeah.
Really?
But we'll tell you about that later.
Some dude.
Played piano, violin, whatever. So anyways, day 1 of the bike. What did we do?
We biked around.
So we made the mistake of actually, someone made the mistake of not wanting to book a tour, thinking that we could do it all on our own. And I think like last second you saw the bike tour and you saw them leave and you're like, oh my God, let's go. Actually, we tried to book it, but it was full for the next day. So
we walked over.
Book it beforehand.
Yes.
Big shout out to Fräulein Maria's bike tour, who let us actually catch up to their tour. So yes,
and we
got a little lost at the beginning, but when we did finally catch up to them, it was magical. What was the first location we started off at? The cemetery.
Yes. Yeah.
The cemetery, I got it written down at the Peters Friedhof.
I cannot read your writing.
I can't read this. And what did the cemetery look like?
It was like a recreation, right?
Well, in the movie, the movie wasn't actually shot at this cemetery. They actually, it inspired the set that they made up for the movie. So when you see the movie and they're hiding behind those tombstones.
At the very end.
At the very end.
Like goes in and starts looking for them.
Yeah, you'll never be one of them.
Yeah.
And, you know, and they start blowing the whistle.
Yeah.
This cemetery is what inspired them to make a cemetery to look like that. So, but it was one of the most prettiest cemeteries we've ever been to.
It was so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like all of this ivy and the flowers. And it kind of reminded me of like a little bit of like Disney's like Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
Just how it was just so ornate and like the flowers just so, it was gorgeous.
It was beautiful. I've never seen a cemetery like that before. I would love to be buried there. So, but I don't know how we can make that happen.
Probably not.
Our second location was the Abbey.
Yes.
The Abbey. The Abbey was called, it's actually a church. It's actually, what is it called here? I have the notes here. Worst travel bloggers ever here. It's been open since 1009, and they've been having Catholic services there since the 12th century. The name, it's called Stiftnumberg.
Okay.
Stiftnumberg. And in the scene where at the end, this is Nicholas's favorite part, is where the nuns take apart the engine of the Nazis looking for the family.
Nazi's car.
Yeah, the Nazis' car.
Reverend Mother. Yes, my child. I have sinned.
Well, tell me this sin. And they pull out the cable. And they pull out the cables.
Reverend Mother, I have sinned.
What is this sin, my children?
This is was shot right there. Also when Fräulein Maria is leaving the abbey and coming back, and then the kids are going to look for her. This was shot at this location.
Yeah.
Gretel was saying,
Yeah.
Gretel said,
I have a Sofico.
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, so like at the gates, the entryway, that's
Yeah.
what they're trying to say.
And a song of like, I am confident.
Yeah,
I
that's
am
when they start.
confident.
speaking of I am confident, we actually went over, we bike ride to the next location.
Yeah, and
What?
Nothing.
We biked over
Thank you.
to
Past
the
tense.
we biked over to the next location, which was called Fromberg, which is the actual scene where you see her with her guitar and her suitcase. What's the song she's singing?
oh,
I
I have confidence.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
right.
I have confidence in sunshine.
and my dad was trying to do the kick
Flip.
thing.
And guess what happened?
I was trying.
called this cab.
I just pulled my calf again. I was trying to do the jump kick, and I actually pulled my calf muscle, and it's been hurting me ever since. So that's what happens when you're getting old.
And
Choke
he says it's working.
up.
So that's what happened, and then we went down the road 5 or 6 minutes down to the gazebo.
Gazebo.
And actually, you know what? I'll be honest with you. One of the most prettiest parks we've ever seen. It was, the backdrop was all the mountains, and there was nothing but green.
There's also like a garden of like a full.
Of mums. Different colored mums. Yeah. It's
What are mums?
gorgeous.
And we
type
saw
of
the
flower.
Oh, it's a type of flower. Mums. I don't know.
Yes.
But
pictures.
that's where they actually keep the
Gazebo.
gazebo, where they actually filmed the famous I Am 16 Going on 17 song.
Yeah, but they won't allow us. I mean, it's closed because I guess a
And-
lot of people fall from trying to like,
And
ru-
that's
like
my second
run or
favorite
dance
part.
around. Oh,
That's your
second-
second
I
favorite
did not
part.
know that.
So yeah, they closed it off. You can't actually go into the
Gazebo.
because people like me will pull a cab and fall. So, but you can certainly stand right outside, take all the pictures you want. It was just a overall great time. And then we went right back into the city where we went over to Maribel Garden, where they actually filmed the scene for the Do Re Mi song. So, yes.
Yeah.
So we did our parts and ran around like Sound of Music fools, taking pictures and trying to recreate the scenes. But we weren't the only ones. There were a lot of people there doing the same thing. So you know what? People that come to this beautiful city, they really come here to try to recreate a lot of the scenes and check out where the movie was made. But it's a lot of fun. It's just a beautiful
And we saw
city.
the house.
The house. Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
What?
The back of the
House.
The house. The Von Trapp house. With
Yeah.
the great.
The
Yeah,
front and
it
the back are like
yeah.
in several
And
locations.
guess what? Like they were biking and the guy did not notice they were on the trees.
Just some local urchins.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
And they were on a canoe boat.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
They fell.
Yeah, and they fell and the little girl cannot swim.
Oh, that's
Oh.
right. That was a great little factoid, right?
A little
Sad.
factoid is when they actually filmed the movie where
Yeah.
the whole family and Fräulein Maria are in the boat and they see their father and they say get out of that boat right now. When they flipped over, Fräulein Maria was supposed to jump forward with little
Gretel.
Gretel, and she fell back. So Gretel almost drowned for a second. So that was a
She
little.
was only 5 and she couldn't swim at all.
yeah,
Yeah.
So that was a little factoid.
So
And they kept it in.
Yes.
They kept it in because it looked actually real. Well,
Well, it was
Yeah,
real. She
real.
almost
Yeah.
drowned. So that was our experience in Salzburg on day one. We hope you enjoyed all the videos. If you ever make it out to Salzburg, look up Fräulein Maria's bike tours. They did a great job. Our tour guide was Betty, right?
Yes, Betty from Barcelona.
Betty from Barcelona, thank you so much for such a wonderful experience. You really made it a big difference for us. And one more thing, go ahead, Nicolas.
And we forgot the bridge. Do you remember the bridge?
Yeah, going over the bridge.
Oh, going over the bridge? We'll show it in the video.
It's so easy to get around the city. It's so beautiful,
And
very
we have
picturesque.
the movie.
Even if you don't like the movie, just to see all of the different
Breathtaking.
locations, it's gorgeous. It was great to like get an overview of the city.
So, thanks for watching, guys. We'll let you know about day 2 in a second.
Yeah.